the PowerPoint and you can go through it also. And I'd be more than happy to record it again if I need to. So back to my life. So I'm finding all these things have come up. And so for you, what has come up for you? Do you have the anxiety? Do you have the fear? I will tell you energetically, I will tell you what COVID is all about. I'm not here to talk about, is it real? Is it not real? Because it does seem very real. I'm not here to talk about conspiracy. I'm not here to talk about anything other than when I see spiritually what is happening. So what I see spiritually that has happened with COVID, that it has questioned our powerness, our being, well, it's questioned our power, our confidence. And so when we're told we can't go places and we're locked up, that is a complete powerless feeling. The next thing that I've been shown and told that wearing a mask, I realize we need to wear a mask, but by wearing a mask all the time, it does interfere with our all-knowingness, our intuitiveness, and it does interfere with having a voice and speaking up. And you know, we're going to have to balance it because we have to wear a mask wherever we go. And we're not going out, you know, very many places. So because it's questioning our powerness, our empowerness, I don't even think that's a word, empowerment. It's questioning being empowered. It's questioning our all-knowingness, our intuitiveness. And it's also questioning having a voice. So if you can keep those things in mind and pay attention to your life of how that is showing up. Healers, what I found with healers in the field, that they're not feeling like they can, you're either showing up in the world or you're not. And so you're the one that has to decide how you are as spiritual beings and spiritual seekers that we all are. You know, and I suspect that most of you are empaths. And with being an empath, you know very well that we're picking it up. We're picking up everything. Okay, so with those things being said, I do want to bring another very important point about COVID. It's about a universal law. A universal law says that whatever you put out is what you get. And the more, whatever you give your attention to, it's going to come back to you 100-fold. So if we're thinking about COVID all the time, we're thinking about getting the virus, we're thinking about wearing a mask, we're thinking about our jobs, whatever we're thinking about, and we have fear, more fear is coming back to us. And that's something that you want to be aware of to change your thoughts. Now, if I get on, you know, one thing you can do is if you're feeling the impact of COVID and you're feeling scared, you might want to say, I'm going to cancel that thought. And then you go back to being more positive of whatever you're doing. And that will help you get off the hamster cage, the hamster wheel. Because what happens, we get in fear and it spins and it spins and it spins. And here we are thinking all the time, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't do this. They're closing down this. How am I going to survive? How am I going to get back into life? And that is an example of someone who is feeling very fearful. And I will say that 100% we've all felt it. We're all there. All right, so now you know that that is energetically what is happening with COVID. So let's talk about energy. Everybody can feel in their energy field everything that's going on around them, an average of 8 miles. So wherever you're living, wherever that is, whether you're in the city, you're in a suburb, you're in the country, it does not matter. You are going to feel the energy out 8 miles. And I'm checking back on, I'm going to keep talking. I'm just looking to see if Tony has this PowerPoint. No, it is stuck in the ethers. It is saying that it's still going. So we're just going to keep rolling with the flow. I'm just not going to worry about it. Okay, so your energy, you can feel the energy of people 8 miles away. So be aware if that where you live, if you're in a really crowded area, besides protecting yourself, become aware and learn to clear your energy 8 miles out. And I do it through the pendulum. And, when you also meditate and you do yoga, that will help bring in your energy. Also, make sure you are putting protection around you. And I do that every day. I do, make an effort of seeing a shield is around me. You can do that also. Um, Another way to feel energy besides feeling it 8 miles out, and the fact that whatever we think is what we're creating, all those things are very important. So every day, that is what's going on in our life. Now, I do a lot of teaching about the DNA and about our ancestors. So this is another important point, that in your life, the way you're functioning every day, how you're showing up, it's coming from your past, your present, and your future. So when I look at a person, I see you just like that. I see that how you are today is how you were yesterday and how you're going to be tomorrow. So knowing that is another reason why you want to make sure that you're very centered. So if, as of today, if you have a lot of nervousness with COVID, if you have a lot of anger, what you want to do is be able to release that, because holding on to that is just causing more of that. And that's the whole thing, that whatever you're putting out in the universe is going to come back to you tenfold. So understanding that about energy is that we create our reality. We create how we're showing up. So let's just say you are responsible in how you're showing up today. We know we have COVID. We know there's a pandemic. So you need to be mindful, and this is how you get to go in and do your work. You get to go in and decide how you want to show up. So if you're a person with a lot of anxiety, I'm going to show you something right now, what you can do. You can put your hand on your chest. You can tap the top of your head, and you can bring in, what you're doing is you're bringing in your energy fields. So you can be relaxed and you can be centered. So you can do that by your hand on your heart. You can tap up here. Sometimes you can go to your forehead and tap there. And that will help you to center yourself. So be aware, that's a very powerful tool that you can do. I am going to I'm going to give you a few more tips and see if that can help you. Well, it looks like let's see, the PowerPoint. I keep saying I'm not worried about it, but it would sure be nice. And you would be receiving so much more if I could be showing that to you. Okay, so, all right. I would be more than happy, because we don't have the PowerPoint yet. I would be more than happy to take you guys through a meditation and help you to feel calm. Um, in just a few minutes, or, I'll give it another 10 minutes. I will be more than happy to do that for you. So I want to go back and keep talking about some tools and things to help you when you're feeling a lot of anxiety. I've already said that, be aware of what you're putting out there, because it is coming back to you. That's very, very important. The most important thing that I will tell you that you can learn is the most important secret I'm going to be teaching in just a few minutes. So stay tuned, because there is something that I am going to teach you, and I'm going to take you through a meditation so you can feel it. I'll just keep talking. I'm trying to go through my PowerPoint is what I'm trying to do, you guys. Okay, so we've talked about energy. We've talked about we create our own reality. We've talked about how it shows up in the world. It shows up with what you're seeing right now. So if you are, I know a lot of people are here in California, but there are people all over the country and all over the world watching this right now. So I will tell you how you show up. So let's say, when you get ready to go out, are you feeling nervous? Do you have anxiety? Do you have a problem with wearing a mask? Do you believe you don't feel like you want to wear a mask? I mean, it doesn't, these are all the thoughts going on. Do you choose not to go out? Do you choose to order everything in? Are you a person that goes for a walk and is wearing a mask? Are you a person that is driving a car and wearing a mask? Are you going to Whole Foods as an example? And are you even wearing a mask? This is your own personal take of wherever you're going, and pay attention to how you feel when you're going out. So if you are a person that feels that you're terrified of getting COVID, you are probably staying away from people and probably wearing your mask everything you're doing. If you're a person that is just going along with it, but you've experienced so much of what I've been talking about, a lot of anxieties, everything is magnified, you're having trouble sleeping, you're finding that you're not feeling safe, you're feeling overwhelmed. I mean, whatever it is, pay attention to what that is. And you want to identify how you are feeling about COVID. How are you feeling about everything that's happening? I would say, because the governors of the states are trying to make decisions, and sometimes you may not agree with the decision, that's up to you. I will say that COVID has brought up a lot of people's trust issues, because we are being